My dear friend in Christ, a pastor was ministering in a very remote area where he had to walk each Sunday for 4 long hours through a very thick forest, and he would begin his walk at 4 a.m. One morning, this pastor was stuck in the midst of a forest and the clouds were threatening to burst heavy rains. So he fell on his knees asking God to stop the rains as he had to reach his people on time. But even as he prayed, the clouds burst open and there was a heavy downpour. God did not answer my prayer, he said to himself, but he carried on walking, drenched in the rains. Now discouragement gripped his heart, and he resolved to abandon the mission and return to his family, for he felt it is no longer worth serving a God who does not answer. While reflecting on the decision to resign or to stay in service, 3 young men on their way met him saying, "Pastor, we came to testify and assure you that you should continue serving your God, for He is a living God." And they went on to say, "Your prayers brought us rains in the dry season when our crops were failing and we were suffering drought and poverty." Hearing this, the pastor went on his knees again and thanked God and committed to serve Him the rest of his life, believing that God will never ever fail him. My dear friend in Christ, there are moments in life when we feel God doesn't answer our prayers and we tend to give up. But in our adversity, God still answers our prayers. At times, we don't benefit, but our prayers bring solace and comfort to many others. When we go down on our knees, we must think not only of ourselves but of others. Begin praying for others before you pray for yourself, and you will see miracles happen in your life. Someone may be going through a broken marriage, some with unemployment, some with thoughts of suicide, some others with deep financial crisis. They all need our prayers, because in those circumstances, they may not be able to pray and they might have given up on God. St. Paul exhorts us, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God. The first letter of St. Paul to the Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 17. So when you feel your prayers are not answered, be sure He is reaching out to someone in more need of prayers. So keep praying, don't give up. God hears and God will answer. May you have